I actually got my Harman mute yesterday or the day before. So now I'm ready. This is, this gives you that lovely jazz sound. Sound that Miles Davis. Yeah, look at this. This is my Dennis Wick. Yeah, got this for about, how much was it? 35 quid. Yeah, it's all right. Just about fits in this narrow bell trumpet. My other beaten up one, it fits in a bit better. But it is what it is. Yeah, just about fits in. Look at that. You can see that. I have to give it a little bit. There you go. It kind of sticks out a bit, but it does fit in, and it's in. It won't come out. Won't fall out. Comes with this little tube that alters the sound. When you put the tube in all the way in the middle, central column, you get a kind of comical sound. And when you extend this out, this tube, let's pull it out, it changes the sound slightly. That lovely 1920s sound. And if you pull it all the way, well, not all the way, but till it's really long, you get another sound again. Yeah, but my favorite is when you take it all the way out and you get to Miles Davis. Yeah, listen to this. Zoom. Walaikum salam. Where are we? I wasn't actually gonna do an episode today. I wasn't, to-ing and fro-ing thinking about it, because I'm the sort of person, I can't really come on. I can't just come on and do an episode, if I've got nothing really to talk about, And on my journey as a multiple media manager, i.e. a man of many medias, many things, because I do many things, I can't just talk about cameras. I can't just talk about photography, and lenses, and gear. And plus, because we're in a state of lockdown, we're in lockdown, right? So, although it's kind of easing, around here it is anyway, if we can call it lockdown. There's not really a lot of photography going on other than street photography, which I might throw some images up later. Might show a little slideshow of some of the stuff I've been doing. But, yeah, it's a funny time, We're at a cusp. We're at a change. The world is changing. you know, and it's those who can work out the way in which it's going to change are the ones who are going to benefit in the next leg of the race, the human race, as we move on. You know, the 21st century really kicks off from 2020, I think, you know. Before that, we were just dealing with the remnants of the 20th century. Anyway, this week I thought I'll do a rant, because I haven't done a rant for a while. And you know, you got a rant sometimes. You got this certain things that are in you that you've just got to get out. And if you don't get them out, they burn you up. They tear you up. They poison you up. Yeah? So sometimes you just got to get certain things out. You know, and it's all part of the life and the times of a multiple media manager. Yeah. And I was looking at this week, some of the things, a bit controversial this one. Well, it's not really. Some of the things, I've got a little list here. Some of the things that peeve me, that really just annoy me when I got my photography hat on, yeah, doing photography. And it shouldn't really annoy me. It doesn't really annoy me. It's just one of the things that you see, some of the styles that new photographers love. When you're new to photography, you love it. But when you're more seasoned, you're kind of like, cliche. So I've compiled a list of cliche shots that newbies, that I was once, that we were all once, one. The newbies love, the more seasoned photographers, it makes you go, and then we have to learn to control ourselves and not slam off on it and make rant videos like this one, yeah? Because I'm doing this for you lot, so you lot don't have to do what I'm doing here, yeah? Doing it for you, okay? And I suppose everybody's got their list. And mine, let's just start off, right, because it's going to be long otherwise. My first one, when I'm looking at images, and I'm on Flickr or whatever, or on Instagram, this one just makes me, and it is the silhouetted figure. The silhouetted figure. I have to hold it. When I see it, I have to breathe. I have to swipe past. Because everyone goes mad. Oh, look at that silhouetted figure. It's a silhouette. It makes it really great. It's like, don't get me wrong. Silhouetted does look nice, does look great, done in the right way, but it just seems like the whole internet, the whole Flickr, the whole Instagram is just swamped with these kind of images, and it just gets a bit samey after a while, you know. And I find myself seeing them and going, ooh, and clicking on them, and then I have to go back and look and think, but why did I click on that? It's almost like some involuntary response. You see, oh, Flickr, it's a silhouette. Click on it, like. Click. Why did you like it? What is it about it that makes us do that? And, you know, whenever I see one, it just makes me, not that they're bad. If you're the sort of person who does that kind of photography, I'm not having a go. I'm just, you know, getting it off my chest. That's what we're doing. We're releasing stuff today. Releasing energy, negative vibes through the camera lens. Woo. All right, let's move through this list fast because it is kind of long. My next one is sunset shots. Sorry, I have to hold. Sunset shots. Sunset shots. Sunset shots. Everyone likes a nice sunset. They're beautiful. But once you've seen 50 of them, 100 of them, they all become quite samey. You know, sunset shots on the beach. Sunset, they always seem to be on the beach because suns never set anywhere else except on the beach. You know, maybe there's a different way of shooting a sunset shot. I don't know. I don't shoot sunset shots, but there must be another way of doing it. That's a challenge. to find a way of shooting a sunset that is kind of different. Yeah, I'm going to try that one. I'm going to try that one myself. Okay. The next one that kind of like makes me, why? Haven't you seen this before? It's the stairwell shot. The windy stairwell. And it's shot from up or from, you know, from above going down. You can see the stairs winding. Yes, it looks brilliant. It looks lovely. It looks great. But it's been done so many times. It's just cliche beyond cliche upon cliche. You know? In fact, all of these, if you kind of tried something different, it could take these shots to another level instead of them being just cliche, you know? I get it. I've been in buildings and seen a lovely stairwell and thought, oh. But what has stopped me from doing it is because it's become really cliche. And it just, you know, you'll get a lot of likes from people who've never seen it before, and they'll be like, whoa, you're such a great photographer. But I know that would make me feel dirty if somebody classed me as a great photographer for doing something like silhouette, sunset, stairwell, or one of those kind of shots. You know, that would actually annoy me more than make me feel, but that's just me, you know, it's a personal thing. Anyway, we're just going through the list of my pet peeve shots. Where are we? We've done 3, stairwell. The next one is the product shot where it's fruit and they've sprayed water on it and it just looks beautiful. And it makes you look, wow. It makes you think, wow, I just want a tomato right now. Overdone again. Cliche, overdone, but it works. It's just one of those things that works. And I think that's one of the things that annoy me about it. It just works. And you see them and you think, what a great photographer. It's great photography, but there's a difference between a great photographer and a great photography. You can't even say great photographer and a great photography. One is techniques, one is gear. And I guess you use a mixture of the two to produce, you know, the image that you're producing. And depending on how much photographer vibes is in it and how much photography vibes really determines your level of skill. Are you just copying something you saw for likes? No, I'm not putting my hand up. These are just some of the shots that are really overused, I think, on photographers overuse them because they know it will work. The next one that makes my eyes roll in my head when I see it is the wrinkled elderly person portrait. You know who you are, who does produces these images. The wrinkly person, and you're right up in their face, and you know they've got like 1,000 lines, deep cuts. You know, each wrinkle has a story from, you know, they look like they're 100 years old or whatever. It makes you go wow when you see it, because you can see every line in their face is really sharp. And I think it's more about the lens. It's more showing off the lens than really the story of the person. I think, you know, just me. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong, you know, school me. I'm learnable, I'm coachable. School me in the comments. But when I see a wrinkled person shot, a wrinkled old person shot, I've seen it so many times, it just makes me shut off. We need to find a new way in the 21st century of doing the wrinkled old person. Yeah? What we got? Red spot color on mono. If you're a new photographer and you're thinking of doing black and white image with one item, yeah, one piece of the image in red, don't do it. Just forget it, okay? Don't. It may seem like a great idea. It may even look really good. I've done it. I put my hand up. I've done it. But then when you look back over the years and you look back at it, you're going to go, did I do that? Was that me? Was I drunk? What's going on? Don't do it. Just telling you from now, I'm going to save you a lot of grief. Don't do it. Do it, but don't put it up. Just keep it for yourself. What's the other ones? Next one we got down here. Cheesy juxtapositions. Instagram seems to have gone mad with these right now. You know, the juxtapositions where there's a man and his head's missing and then there's a dog over his shoulder or whatever it is. Cheesy juxtapositions. Come on, man. This is 21st century. This is 2020. We're going past Corona now. Yeah. Those are BC shots. That's before Corona shots. Yeah. We're getting into AC now, after Corona. We don't want to see no more of those cheesy juxtapositions. If you're going to do your juxtapositions, I mean, a lot of them look like they've been faked anyway. Not saying they are. That's my honest opinion. They look like a lot of them have been faked just to get a laugh. And, nah. Put some more energy, put some more effort, put some more thought into your juxtapositions if you're going to do them. Otherwise, it's like, oh God, here we go again. Yeah, scroll on. Cats, anything with cats in it. I suppose you can't really fight against the cat people, because cats will always grab our attention for whatever reason. You know, they're cute. They're just sitting there. You know, take a picture of them. 1,000, 10,000, 50,000 likes for a cat just being a cat, just sitting there being a cat. Wow, that's deep. That's deep in your psyche, man. That's deep in our psyche. I don't know if there's anything can be done about that. I don't know. I don't think that will ever change, that one, even though it is a pet peeve. Last one. Is the last one? No, we've got scribbled on here, so I'm trying to read my own writing. People on railway lines. I think that one is global. That's a global hated concept. I'd not really. This is more US, I think. People walking on railway lines. In the UK, you don't walk on railway lines. We walk on the pavement, or we walk on the side of the station. But I see these images all the time. People walking on railway lines. What does it mean? I mean, maybe I'm missing something. There's a train and it's going to run you over. It's going to come behind, knock you over. Why? What is it all about? I saw one where a woman was sitting on the railway and she straddled her legs across the railway. I was like, nah. Not quite sure what that's about, but 2020, no more railway lines. Let's leave the railway lines back in the 20th century. I've seen a lot of this one over the coronavirus period. Maybe it's the lockdown period, and it's nudes by the window, looking out the window. Malcolm X pose, looking out the window, naked by the window. I'm a man, okay? We like nudes. But the concept of a nude by the window, I don't really get that. Maybe somebody can explain that one for me down there. And I think I've seen so many of those over the coronavirus period that I'm becoming immune to them. As a man, you don't want to become immune to that kind of image. But it's like my eyes are glazing over now when I'm seeing them. So that's why that's in this list right here. I think that's the last one I'm going to touch on, because this video is kind of getting long and I'm sure you're fed up of listening to my ramblings and, old man complaining, grumpy old man complaining about stuff, which I probably used to do a lot of these myself back in the day. The last one, on the flip side of this, we've got one image that newbies hate seeing, but us seasoned, notice I'm putting myself in it, seasoned photographers like, and that is the grainy black and white shot that is blurry. The grainy, blurry, out of focus black and white shot. Newbies hate that, because You know, when you first get into photography, you think everything has to be really sharp and in focus, you know, and no grain, especially if you're coming from video. Grain is your enemy. But as you get more into it, there is something about a blurry, unfocused, grainy, with vignettes in the corner shot. There's something, it speaks to you in a way other than just with your eyes. It speaks to your heart, I think. I think that's what it is. That's what it's doing. There's certain images that they speak to your heart rather than to your head, to your mind, to your brain. And I think that's when your photography is starting to take off, and you're starting to get to storytelling through a feeling, an emotion. Yeah, that's what it's about. And I think that's where I would like to get with my photography. I don't think I'm there yet, you know. With the street photography thing, that's the only kind of photography I've been doing. And it's hard to do that in street, I think. It's possible to be done, but it's a very hard thing to do in street because you've only got moments. You know, an image presents itself and you've got a moment to capture that, and you haven't got time to, you know, to frame sometimes. You haven't got time to think about it. You think about it, image is gone. So to be able to do that in street, it's a challenge, but you know, that's another challenge. I accept the challenge. So next time, in next episode, maybe we can talk about how we're getting on with these, with my grainy, blurry challenge. What was the other one? Shooting the sunset from a different way. If any of you can shoot a sunset from a different angle, I'd be interested to hear and to see that. Methinks. Okay? Done. I feel exorcised now. I can get back to doing what I do. I'm at one, at balance with the earth. Give thanks. Zoom.